Canada's Prime Minister arrived in the Ethiopian capital of Addis Ababa on Friday night, where he will attend a weekend session of the African Union. It's a chance for the Prime Minister to meet directly with several of the 54 African leaders whose votes at the June vote at the UN will be critical to Canada's success. This is the Canadian Prime Minister's third visit to Africa as Prime Minister, but his first time in Ethiopia. He told Dr. Abiy Ahmed, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, in a brief conversation at the airport that he had intended to attend the African Union last year, but wasn't able to. Abiy assured him this time was a better time. The African Union is headquartered in Addis Ababa, which has become one of the biggest diplomatic cities in the world. Ethiopia is also a fast-growing economy, with per capita GDP soaring to 189% between 2000 and 2018. Justin Trudeau praised Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's work to bring about reforms. The theme for this year's summit is Silencing the Guns as Africa works to reduce violence and conflict and promote economic growth and prosperity. Dr. Abiy Ahmed himself just won the Nobel Peace Prize in part of his work to strike a peace deal with neighboring Eritrea that finally solidified a deal backed by the United Nations 20 years ago that had never been implemented. Africa has 54 out of the 193 total votes that will decide the Security Council's 9 permanent seats in June, and Canada is in the running against Norway and Ireland for the 2 spots at the table, each lasting for 2 years. Norwegian Prime Minister Erna Solberg is also said to be at the African Union meeting this weekend, while Irish Wararka visited the continent in January, including a stop to Abiy Ahmed in Ethiopia. Trudeau is spending 3 days in Ethiopia and will travel to Senegal and Munich, Germany before returning to Canada next week. Canada is seeking an unpermanent seat on the UN Security Council, a position it has not held since the year 2000.